All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody having a great Thursday, man. Hold on, one second. My light ain't on. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we ready. Sorry about that. I just realized I looked up and I ain't have my light on. All right, man. So let's talk about it. George Pickens has officially signed his franchise tag. All right, that's officially done now. We can stop going back and forth about what if he hasn't, blah blah blah. He will. Well, it's done. Now, what does that mean? Well, him signing his franchise tag now, the Cowboys want to trade him. From my understanding, they can trade him, or they can keep him. Blah blah blah. At the end of the day, even though he signed his franchise tag. That's good. He's gonna get his money. He's gonna get at least $27 million this year. If I'm the Cow, I honestly wanted this done though, because now you're still going into the and again, it's the Cowboy way of doing things that just make your bleeping head hurt. So now that the deal is done with Pickens, the franchise tag, the deal is not done. The franchise tag is signed. For them to already say we've closed, we're not talking new contract with him right now, blah, blah, blah. First of all, stop, man. Always be open. Always be open to negotiate. Maybe you can get a good deal. Maybe you can figure this thing out. But no, they say they're done. So, but going into this season right now, you got Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Now the problem is, Pickens can hold out. He signed his franchise tag, but I mean, he might not want to show up to OTAs, might not want to show up, mini camp, might not want to show up to training camp, might not want to show up to these things because he's on a franchise tag, because he want a long-term deal. So there go more drama when innately, I feel like the Cowboys may have some of the best momentum they've had in a long time as far as both sides of the ball. You made some great moves on defense. You definitely improved. I don't think that's hard. That wasn't hard to improve. I could improve that. All right, the defense was that bad. But I just think this is another one of those things, man, where I just wish the Cowboys would just get rid of all the damn drama. It's like one part of me like all this drama don't work. Well, it worked for Jerry. It worked for the Cowboys. It worked to get them talked about. It worked to get their name mentioned. It worked to get them some type of notoriety, but it don't equate to winning. If it's about winning, you get in there and you just get, if you want the guy, like stop all the, we want him, we don't want him, we want him, but want him at this. Dog, if you want the guy, go get it done. If you don't. But don't have this thing every year is going into training camp. You're like, yo, this could be, you might have a squad here. I'm not putting none out. I got to see this defense in action. But I would say you got a better defense as of today than you had last year. At least from personnel-wise. All right? You got a better defense. So if that's the case, you got some momentum on defense. You drafted very well. You got one of the best offenses in the NFL according to stats and all that other stuff. You got one of them. You just signed your kicker. This is supposed to be a time where fans are like, let's go. But instead, we're wondering if George Pickens going to show up to training camp. You wonder if George Pickens going to hold out. You wonder if George Pickens going to be a distraction. Now, we're all hoping that this young man say, look, I signed my franchise tag. That's cool. I got my $27 million. Let me go play. We'll deal with this next year. Now, that's the hope that George, we hoping. But as NFL, as we often know, that's not enough. These players play the game with you. Pickens is not, I keep saying this. I keep beating over the disc. Everybody keeps saying, George Pickens want to be in Dallas. Excuse me. My throat got dry quick. George Pickens want to be in Dallas. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Great, he fits in. We love him here. He want to be here. Says who? Why? Why? Why would he just want to be there? Because he's cool with CeeDee Lamb? They can kick it in the offseason. Again, and people gonna disagree with me, but some of that the same little stuff that they were trying to play with Michael Parsons is starting to rear its ugly head again, in the sense of with Michael Parsons, they know he loved the Cowboys. They know he wanted to be a lifelong Cowboy. They knew that. So they kept playing with him in a sense of he won't ask for a trade. He don't want to trade. He whatever, and then he demanded a trade. They end up trading, but we can say whatever. But Pickens don't have the loyalty to the Cowboys that Michael Parsons do, and I keep beating on the dead saying that. Pickens don't have no loyalty to the Cowboys. He had 1 year there. One. Good year. Great year. Phenomenal year. But one. And other than a great year, the next taste in his mouth is, y'all don't want to pay me. Here we go with this crap again. It's not like he's going to a team and say, hey, you know what, let me tell you, you ever heard the term winning cures all? Yeah. Players are more patient. Players are willing to take a little discount when you're winning. When they really feel like they can win a championship. When they feel like the organization is doing everything to focus on a championship. Not when you're trying to get every headline. Again, I think my Cowboys has had a pretty good offseason. I am excited about our new defensive coordinator. I like the adding of D. Winter. We just brought in Caleb Downs. I think we're building some on that defense. I want to be excited. But I'm still in that sound good, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in that phase right now. Like, that sound good, but I had to see it. Because Jared found a way to mess it up. With this whole George Pickens thing, man, like I said, and I'm not gonna shy away from my original point where I said, hey, look, would I put George Pickens in a trade to get that guy on defense? That guy, not a guy, the guy. Hell yeah, I would do it. I still will. I'll put him in a trade if they're gonna give me one of them guys. Not saying it'll happen, but let's say if you put my George Pickens in a trade, it'll bring you Myles Garrett or a healthy Max Crosby. Because I still don't know what's going on with his injury situation. I keep hearing good, but I don't know. So I'm just saying a fully healthy Matt Crosby, Myles Garrett. I will send George Pickens so fast it'll make your head spin. What? Are you crazy? Yes, he's gone. Out of here, Arrivederci. Because you can say what you want to say, but we just seen the offense with him. Cool. Great numbers. Where they left us at. But anyway, man, George Pickens has signed his franchise tag. Don't know what that means for mini camp. Don't know what that means for the training camps and the other camps and the other camps with the camps and the practices and all that and Oxnard and whatever, man. We'll see how all this pans out. But congratulations to George Pickens. At least at a minimum, he'll make $27 million this year. So, congratulations. We'll see how all this plays out, man. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great.